Hey, Scott Space fans, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for episode 3. If you've hung in there, you're about to see our mid-game, right? Mid-game now. So just to recap you, in case you're just joining us for the first time, I just conquered these guys. Let's see where it is here. The Grand Diute Tyranny, the GDT, we call them, until they were wiped out. So we literally just conquered them right before I stopped episode 2. And we're now hurting economically up here, you can see, because I've taken a colony. You can see it here, Snoka. And until we assimilate them, you can see the progress here, right? You can see it's 0%. They'll go pretty quick, though. I don't think they are as slow as I thought they were. I think that'll go pretty quick. So that'll turn profitable soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to be taking money losses here. And of course, the worst part is my research loss, right? So you can see I'm doing actual research output much lower than the maximum, though I have gained a little bit from their empire. And I think, yep, I've got 3 more research stations coming in with a whopping 20% weapons research. So I'm happy. And if you remember too, there was a independent over here and an independent over here, which got gobbled up by my neighbors. So I was really getting crunched in here, and these guys had attacked me as well, the GDT. So it was really nice wiping them out. So believe it or not, my next strategy, other than doing some house cleaning, and by the way, thanks for the tip here. Somebody said click on all messages, but I'll still be getting messages. So that was great. So I got a little more real estate there. So besides doing house cleaning, I'm going to do something pretty daring here. These purple guys, I believe they're at war. Let's see. They're at war with the Harkoonish, see? And the Harkoonish Consortium. So they're about to get taken over by these guys, I suspect. And even if they're not about to be taken over, I'd like to take them over because they're very vulnerable right now. And that would expand my empire a little bit here to the west and gain all their research stations, everything else going for them, and I'm already bleeding out here. So I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Now, it's a little risky, and my fleet's still not very in great shape here. But I think I can do it. I've got all my transports. I'm going to reload them with troops. I'm going to go back to my home, grab some more troops that I've been building. In fact, let me make sure I'm still building some there. Yeah, but I'm going to put a couple more armored units there. Okay, so let's do some house cleaning, though, first. So before I do that, and the first thing I want to do is make sure, before I run out of money, that I have research projects going. Because if you have no money, you can't research anything but level 1 research here. So... and I'm thinking of system governance because this would help me with my corruption and everything. So that's a good one to plop on there. And I'm trying to get late tech so that they last. In other words, tier 4 or higher. Yeah, and the other thing I want to do is this, because I think I have a planet that's just not quite up to 20. And I think it's this one. I think it's a grasslands planet. So I want to do that. And yeah, and I'm doing the Diute culture here, so that's going to make the assimilation much quicker. Oh, and these two are always good to do, and also very important is the exploration, right? And it's nice because I don't have to have them retrofit. These, see, this is version 2, so it's just going to automatically upgrade software update for all my exploration ships. That'll help me find more stuff for research, more minerals, more planets. Habitable planets. Okay. And then I'm going to, I think I have a couple more. Oh, yeah, damage control. I don't have any of that yet. And also, I really want destroyers or level 2, better yet, improved frigates. Okay, so that'll keep me busy. I should recover economically by the time I finish all that research. And in fact, some of these are going to directly affect, right? These two are going to directly increase my income, so that's critical because it's going to increase the suitability of both those planet types, or 3 of those planet types. Okay, so some other house cleaning things. So this fleet is moving way too slow, this first fleet. So I'm going to get rid of these ships that were left over from the Ghost Fleet pirate faction that I absorbed or paid 25,000 for in the beginning. So I'm going to get these guys out of this fleet. I'm just going to set them on auto for now. I'll deal with them later. Get that one out. I don't know if I showed you the message, but I absorbed about 100 ships from this empire that I literally just conquered. And so I may want to get rid of some as well. Some of their ships. But for now, I'm just going to set this on. Now, if you look, if I go to military ships and I do ships not in a fleet, it doesn't tell you how many there are, but there are, there's not that many. Yeah, okay. So those are ships we, got from them. And I believe one smart thing might be, see, these guys are disabled, right? I don't know when they're going to get around to being fixed. So I may just get rid of them, right? Because I'm saving on maintenance here. There's another one too. All right, so I'm going to get rid of those. And then I've got to do, I've got to check for troop transports, right? Because here's the problem. All these troop transports I built are fine. They're in my manual fleet. But this guy, see this, he's disabled anyway. But if he wasn't, he'd go around and start pulling my troops out and trying to spread them out to all my colonies, which I don't want him to do. But he's disabled anyway. I'm just going to get rid of him. And that's going to save on, I don't think there's any more. Yeah, that's it. Everybody else is in the fleet. So that's going to save on maintenance costs. Okay. So last thing I want to do is First Fleet is still pretty weak. It's not that strong here. Now, first of all, half of them are damaged, right? And a lot of them are low on fuel. So I'm going to click on my home system here. And I'm going to go back to First Fleet, just hit left arrow there, and I'm going to hit right click, repair. But I'm also going to have, before they get there, I'm going to build some ships because I just took 4 away from them. So I'm going to build like maybe 4 more frigates. Again, this is just a desperate thing. I doubt I'm even going to need them when I get there because that guy has only one colony the people are going to attack, and they are under attack. In fact, they might be getting conquered even before I get there with my luck. Okay, so let's just 4 more. Maybe I'll build a couple here too. Yeah. Okay, I'll build 2 here. So that'll boost her First Fleet a little bit. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I want to grab my transports. So I'm going to double click on my transports. They're back at this Snoka, this colony, the home colony of the Dayuts that we just attacked and conquered, right? And yeah, there's all my troops. Okay, so I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to immediately do another invasion here. So I'm going to load troops here, let this run a little bit until they picked everybody up. Okay, and they refuel automatically doing that. By the way, I could have refueled First Fleet here, which would have been probably a smart thing to do. Some of them may run out of fuel on their way back home, but not being perfect here. I'm thinking and talking at the same time. Okay, so you can tell all the troops are gone, right? Except for this general here. So all the troops are gone. That's great. And then I'm going to double click on my home again. And I'm going to click First Assault. And I'm going to have them load troops here. Now, there'll be more troops to load once I get there. So I'll have to do this again. And I may repair them first. Yeah, because I'm going to have to load troops. I'm going to have to give this command again anyway once they arrive because there'll be more troops built since they left. So I'm just going to hit repair. They'll go home, repair, and then I'll load troops once they get there. I'm also going to split them into, because there's, I think, if I remember, I'm pretty sure this is true. I'm going to go back to where so these are the guys we're going to attack, right? They're under attack anyway, and I don't want to lose this golden opportunity, hopefully. But they have 2 systems. They have one system here, right? I'm going to have to bombard this system, I'm sure. Well, defense string 3,000, it would be close. Yeah, still do it to be safe. The last thing you want to do is lose all your troops because you weren't safe. And then they also have a system here, a tiny one, right? And that has nobody on it. Well, I don't know. I don't have any ships nearby, but I'm guessing that it's so small that it'll be super easy to conquer. So I'm going to split First Assault into 2 groups. The other thing I forgot to do, by the way, let's go back to my home colony. I forgot to grab that second bombardment fleet, right? That was very important. You called them the bombers. I've got to bring them here. And looks like one of them's damaged, but yeah, I'll just hit refuel and then I'll repair them at the spaceport if I need to. Okay, let's see what's happening. All right, so I'm going to bring all my fleets home. I'm going to repair them. I'm adding a few ships to my fleets. I'm picking up all those troops here. And then I'm going to go invade this really quick before these guys conquer them. And then my next step might be to attack these guys. They're in first place. If you look at the victory conditions, the Sonder Guild are in first place, and I'm in second place. So I'd really like to snag that colony from them right here. Plus, they're so far away that my guess is once I snag this, I don't have to worry about their fleets. I don't know. It's not necessarily true, but I think I can focus on their fleets here and just defend. And I think that would be doable, right? And then I'll just sue for peace as soon as I can and leave them alone, and then expand western, towards the west here, take out the Hakunish Consortium maybe eventually, but work on getting my research and my economy going. Okay? All right, let's let this run. Was there one more thing I wanted to do? No, I just wanted to show you something here that's pretty cool, which is these bonuses. So if you're ever wondering why when you're in the shipbuilding screen you see like weird bonuses and you're not sure where, they're usually from here, right? These are bonuses that you get from your leader, you get from your race. And by the way, when you conquer other races, right, you can't see it here. I don't think I have enough yet, but when you conquer other races, eventually you'll get their positive and negative traits, right? These bonuses from their race, but you'll get them at a percentage, right? So if 20% of your population is a particular race, you'll get 20% of their pluses and minuses, right? Their bonuses and penalties for their culture. When we do that, I'll kind of show it to you. But it's nice here because I've forgotten that they explain where they come from, right? So this one comes from the Planetary Administration Center, right? Troop maintenance from one of my, which is great. That's excellent. It comes from one of my artifacts. It comes from one of my artifacts as well. Some research that I researched. You saw me research this last episode, I think. And the other thing to note too is, right, that these green numbers, well, they're green and red, but when they have the green versus white, they are a percentage of everything. So for example, let's see if I can find it. Do we have, I don't have any ship. I don't have any ship modifiers, but if I had a modifier here for electronic countermeasures, right, that would not go directly on the electronic countermeasure value, which might be, for example, 15% or 20%. It'll give you a percentage of that and add it to that. So for example, if I had a 10% counter, excuse me, if I had an electronic countermeasure bonus of, let's say, 10% from a building, okay, and in the build screen, right, in this screen here, in the ship design screen, for example, I don't think I have any. I don't think I built any, but if I had, I didn't build any, but if I had some here under countermeasure, I do. Okay, some built in here. So, I think my command center or something gives me this. Anyway, this 15%, if I had a 10% bonus in that other screen from a racial benefit or from an artifact or a building, it would add 1.5 to this number. It's not going to be like stacked to be 30% or 25%. A 10% bonus in that other screen, which by the way is also reflected up here. It's also reflected up here in complete bonuses. I don't have any, but if I do, eventually, if I build a building, I think one of the buildings you can build mid-game will give you 10% countermeasures. If I had that number here, and it's green, like I mentioned, it will only give me an added percentage to my base here. So again, if I had a 10% in that screen, this would go up by 1.5 to 16.5%. It's a little interesting tidbit there about bonuses, in case you were curious. Okay, so I think we're ready to let it run. As soon as I'm going to do this really quick because I'm really paranoid that that guy is going to fall, the guy I'm working with here. So let's get this going. By the way, my fleet should travel, first fleet should travel a lot faster than it used to because it doesn't have that dead weight of the slower warp drives from those pirate ships that I used and I formed first fleet with originally. I'm going to check on my admirals, see how they're doing too, see if there's a better one. Yeah, it looks like the second one is definitely better. Yeah, I like the hyperspace jump speed. 12%, that's pretty good. So I'm going to make sure he's in first fleet. He's not. Actually, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to send them to first fleet. And I'm going to send the other guy to the bombardment fleet, which is called the bombers right now, which I'm going to get rid of pretty soon as I do this. Okay, so they're on their way. So now I have, and again, they have bonuses, right? Their bonuses here. Also, for example, if you had a targeting bonus here, it's going to add 10% of whatever targeting I had. Let's say I had 20% in that targeting screen and the build screen for the ship, then it's going to add 2, right, to 22. It's not a stack of another 10%. It's 10% of your bonus will be added to your 10% of your base targeting. From this bonus, you'll get 10% added to it. So you'll get 2.2 added to it. Or 2 added to it, excuse me. Okay. First fleet has arrived. They should be repaired. They are. Okay, they're all good. Okay, now if you watched the last episode, this is great. Oh, that's excellent. So let me pause the game. If you watched last episode, I found 2 more colonies in their territory, the territory that I just conquered. And so I colonized them. This is a decent planet. It's got 33%. Yeah, it's a small diameter. That's pretty small. So the max pop is going to be low. But anyway, and I think there's another one coming that I don't see here. Yeah, there's one more coming. In fact, you can see my colony ship. Yeah, he's almost there. So he's going to colonize this place. That's a really good system. 6,500 diameter is amazing. 35 for the Diute. Suitability is good. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? So that I'm going to have another colony. So I'm going to be up to 6 colonies very shortly. And those are going to be drains. You can see this one's already at 2,000 drain. So I figure I'm taking all these hits anyway. And once this Snoka turns around, it's going to easily compensate for these guys. So this is a good time to do some expansion. All right. So first fleet's ready. I don't know about first assault. Oh, yeah, they're ready too. And they're actually repaired. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to tell them to pick up the last of these troops, load troops. Yep, we're going to like picks up 6 or 7 of them. But I also have to break them up. So I've got to take 2 or 3 of these. I think I only need like 2. Depends how many. Oh, they don't have anybody on board. So let's pick somebody with troops. All right, this guy. So we're going to leave first fleet. And we're going to form a new fleet. So create a new fleet with that ship. And we're going to call it second assault. And this will be for taking over very small little places. I probably could get away with this, but I'll bring one more just to be safe. So I'll have to grab maybe this guy. Okay. And then join him to second assault. Okay, so second assault has 2 ships. By the way, I haven't done this. Okay, that guy's ready for a space station. Let's get that out of the way. Spaceport. Okay. I think the enemy would be coming from this direction. Not sure. So we'll put it there. It's kind of out of the way. But yeah, that's probably where they would be coming from. Okay. Sorry, so back to first fleet and everybody else. I need to build some tankers, right? Otherwise, I might get stuck places. If you're going to conquer a colony like I just did, as you saw, you can steal fuel from there once you take it over. So it's not super critical, but I really should have them anyway. So I'm going to build, yeah, they're small. I'll build like, we'll build 4 of them. I'm going to put 2 of them in first fleet. And then 1 of them in each of the other fleets. Well, the first, not the little guy, but those 4. Okay, yeah, not the little assault fleet. All right, we're ready. So those guys will pick up these. I don't have to wait for these guys. They're going to pick up troops super fast. But I'm going to send these 2 groups in there. I'm going to get ready to bombard. And remember, I'm going to these guys. I'm going to send all the ships to the capital, which is here. And we're going to be coming in from this angle. So I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to bring the bombers in a little behind them. They're going to be bombarding. And then first assault's going to come here. I'm going to bring second assault in here too. And then I'll maneuver them. Actually, I might just go right for this. I bet you there's nothing here. It's a little risky, but if I meet any, they're going to run. Okay, I think I can just take this. Let's try this. Because I don't want to miss this. So I'm going to have second assault go right into these guys. The reason I'm doing that is they're very small, right? 59 million people here. And although I can't see the troops without having a ship here, I doubt it's really a lot. I doubt it at all. In fact, maybe I'll just grab a random... Yeah, I'm going to grab a random exploration ship, and maybe they'll check it out before I get there. But I think I'll be okay. So I'm just going to rush that thing. Now, the only problem is, if there's even one combat ship here, right, they're going to run away because I don't have any other ships here. So I'm going to tell this. I'm going to take a big risk here. I'm going to tell this fleet retreat strategy is never. So I got to keep a close eye on these guys. So they're going to come in here, and even if there's enemy ships shooting at them, they're going to drop those 8 troops on this little tiny colony. And I'm sure if they get landed, they'll easily take them out. And I'm going to put also do not engage or only engage when attacked. And I want them running off and doing something else after they drop off their troops. Okay, and then first assault's still loading, so I'm going to wait a little longer on those guys to send them here. So let's let that run until that does not say... Yeah, okay, they're done already. So, and I want to give them like a minute for the other troops to go first, but it looks pretty empty here. I'm not really concerned. So now I'm going to tell first assault to come right here. Okay. Protection will take it, and yeah, it's just a creature somewhere we don't care about. All right, so let's go back to the main map. Let's see what's happened. Okay, so I haven't declared war on these guys. That's another thing. I think I mentioned this in the other video. I'd love it to be when you enter their territory, right? You have to declare war, something like that. It seems too easy at times to just drop. In fact, I could literally just drop those troops here, but I don't think there's enough of them. I need to bombard. But anyway, there's that other new colony. So now I'm up to 6. You can see I'm still taking a huge hit here on cash flow. So my research is stunted. Oh, a new... Wow, got to always check this, right? A new research location. Okay. 435, not bad. And I've learned about tractor beams. All right, here we go. So first fleet's arrived. So we just double click on first fleet. I can see it now. Again, we're all friends here, so no one's suspecting anything, even though my reputation is taking a hit, right? If I go over here, oh, I don't know my reputation so much as they're not going to be happy with me, right? Under diplomat, yeah. See, well, I guess I haven't been here long enough, but eventually here we'll show up and say, you've got troops in my systems. Okay. So they're actually pretty friendly. Too bad. And I think that's first assault. No, that's bombard. Okay. So let's get them in nice and close before we do anything. And first assault should be right behind. There they are. Okay, great. Oh, I didn't even look to see if second assault, they may be attacking before. Yes, they are. So I really got to declare war. Oh, I already landed troops there. So I should have caught this. Oh, wow, that's a lot more than I thought. I wonder if we're going to be able to take that. That might have been a big mistake. Okay, so they already started the war anyway, so let's officially start it. Okay, sorry, a little Pearl Harbor there. All right. I knew that. I forgot to keep an eye on that. Okay, and so bombard. I want these guys. I definitely can't take this place without help, so I'm going to bombard this place. Take the negative impact. These guys, I mean, they're going to attack this retreat. There's nothing here. These are just mining bases. They're pretty lame. But I just want them to be absorbing any combat that comes into first assault. So I'm just going to move them here, let them engage everybody around them, and I'm going to bring first assault in. I don't want to attack yet, so I'm going to move them really close to the planet, but not attack, because I want to make sure that this bombard group gets a chance to really bring down these troop levels. Now, while that's going on, I want to go check on second assault and see if they actually pull this off or not. So there's a lot more troops there than I thought, so I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, I think we lost, which is really bad. Well, it's not good. Yeah, that's all of them. So that was a big mistake. I don't know why I underestimated them. I should have checked it out beforehand. Okay, so we're going to lose that. I really could have used them over here too. So I'm going to dissolve this. I'm going to leave second and go to first. So they just join the other guys. But I wonder if I lost a general in here. No, I did not. Okay. Well, we softened them up anyway. And after we take this place, we'll run over there. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, let's see. I just meant to slow this down a little bit. Okay, let's get some bombardment going, hopefully. Actually, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. And there it goes. Okay, you can see the population dropping. The troops are taking massive damage here. Don't have any protection, any shield, planetary shields or anything. Great. Okay, I think we're fine. That should be enough. And again, I made a big mistake earlier. 4,000. I think we'll go right in. Okay. Let's see if we can take this. And these guys, this is me, right? Oh, they've brought some, oh, they have some ships, but not a ton. Anyway, I don't care what happens to the first fleet as long as we get through this. And I'm going to stop the bombardment. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go bombard the other system. I just don't want it to get wiped off the map, but okay, go bombard them. And then I'm going to immediately bring, after we conquer this place, I'll immediately bring, actually, if they wipe them out, I wouldn't even care, really. I don't, you know, I may be losing a race that they have there if it's a different race, but all right, let's see. Is the invasion started yet? No, it hasn't started. Here it comes. Yeah, okay. Let's see. There it goes. Yeah, we're going to win this one easily. Okay, so I'm going to grab these troops and run over there if I haven't bombarded them to death. Okay, we took the planet. Oh! It said we wiped out. Hold on. Pause. Didn't it say we wiped them all out? Let's see. Yeah. So I wonder if the bombardment fleet wiped out that colony. Let's see. Oh, it did. It leveled the planet. Okay. That's fine. Like, I didn't want... It's just another drain of my economy. I can always colonize this later. The only thing that might have happened is I don't know if they had a race... I didn't look carefully. If there was a race there that is naturally suited to sandy desert moons, and then I wouldn't have access to that race. Right? I don't think I have any... I don't think my race is... Oh, maybe I do. Anyway, we'll look at that later. I'll work with that later. The main thing is, right, if I zoom out here... I've got all this territory is mine now. And in fact, let's see. Oh, yeah, look at my research went up to 622. I think it was like 4 something before. So I must have picked up some research stations here. And of course, let's see. Yeah, there's no other new ones. Okay, so I just picked up all this territory. I eliminated a potential rival out here. Of course, these guys are still my rival, the Hakunish Consortium and the Sandare Guild. But now I can relax a little bit, right? Now I can relax unless anybody attacks me. Now, they don't really like me much. And some of you gave me some good tips. You could sell them locations to make them like you more, right? Kind of bribing them. I don't really care. I feel pretty confident that we can handle them. But just in case, I'm going to move all my fleets back here. Okay. Leave first assault there. I'm going to just... I don't need the troops right now. These guys are still hurting, so yeah, we'll go back to our home and get those guys fixed up. Okay. But wow, that was really good that I did that, and I kind of probably stole it right out of those Hakunish guys. All right, repair. There we go. All right, so I'm in a good place now. Now I just want my economy to recover, because now you can see I've got 2 different planets. Now, again, I should have researched this. These guys are mostly... Oh, Octarian. Okay. It's funny. Oh, that is the Octarian. Okay. These guys are good. I think those guys, yeah, have ocean planets. That's great. Okay, so I got to go research that. I still have enough money to do this, right? Octarian, because I want them to assimilate faster. So I'm going to go right to my tech for those guys, which is way at the bottom. And do I have any? No, I don't. So there they are, right? So I'm going to do that. See what it says there? I think it says, yeah, assimilation rate is plus 20%. They assimilate pretty quickly if I remember, so it's not going to be a huge problem, but might as well give it a little extra boost. So I'm going to put it up here, right underneath that one. Okay, so both of these are going to help me assimilate much quicker. Let's let that go. All right, and so I'm paying the price here, but it will be temporary. Wow, 2 more research stations just popped up. How lucky I am. Okay. Oh, remember what I talked about earlier? I just conquered somebody. I've got to make sure I do not have troop transports that are not in a fleet, and I do have a ton of them. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we're going to, I think, yeah, we'll add all these guys to first assault. Okay. And then I might get rid of some. You know, I'm taking a huge maintenance cost here too, right? Because every time I conquer them, I pick up another 100 ships or 50 ships. Okay, but at least I can stop them from spreading troops around when I don't want them to. So if I go here, you can see how badly we're getting hit from maintenance, right? So, yeah. Ship and base. I thought there was a breakdown by ship somewhere. Anyway, ship maintenance and base maintenance. That's not terrible. 37,000. But it did go up, right? Projected 30. So I may want to get rid of some ships, but I think my economy can actually handle it. So let's look at all these ships that are not in a fleet, and you'll see there. Oh, there's 35. There's the count. Yeah, 35. That's not terrible. It's nice to have these guys flying around and escorting or guarding systems. 35 is not terrible. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if this will work, but oh, that's a fuel tanker. I may scrap them to see if I get some tech that they had. I think that will work. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's a tanker. I don't really care about that. I wanted combat ships. All right. Yeah, so let's take this guy. I wonder if it's going to happen. Let's see. So we're going to retire him, and if he has tech that I don't have, I may pick up some tech from that. Oh, I got a new scientist. Great. So now I have 3, I believe. Oh, I only have 1? What happened to my other guys? Did they die? Oh, I wasn't watching messages very carefully. I guess I lost. I know I had one with pretty decent skills, but I guess I lost them. I don't know why. I missed it. I could go back and look, but I'm not really super concerned about it. Let's just let this roll. Okay. Right. So you'll see I'm getting better each turn. Of course, these new protection agreements aren't helping, but I'm getting better each turn. Yeah, so all this debris, right? I'm picking up either maps or technology, fast interceptors. Great. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. So, yeah, you can watch this change. In fact, you can watch it here so you can see that this guy's maintenance cost, or the negative income from penalties is dropping. And what was the other one? We just conquered this one up here. Yeah, he's down to negative 27,000. It's oscillating a little bit. All right. Anyway, we're in a good place, right? And we still got a lot of research even without the full potential. You know, these guys look weird because, right, those are the captured construction ships, and there may be way too many of them. In fact, let's take a look. There are 13. I don't need that many, right? So these guys not doing anything. Let's get rid of them. I'll just retire them just in case it helps us. Okay. Take a look at that in a minute. And this guy's not doing anything. This guy's not doing anything. This guy's not doing anything. All right, that'll save a little bit of maintenance cost. Okay, so I got more plague stuff. I'll work on that too. In fact, if I go to research right now, what is my medical tech, right? This helps. I could cure it directly, but I always find by the time I do that, it's already gone and the next one's replacing it. But tier 4, huh? Yeah, I like this. I like the bonus here. Yeah, I'll click on it, even though it's tier 4, even though I skipped over all this stuff, which is important. Yeah, that's important. Oh, long-range sensors. That's great. All right. I really want, let's get rid of something here. I'll get rid of Commerce Center. I don't want to miss this one. In fact, I'm going to move this one up, right? It's really nice to know when you can see fleets coming from far away. That's super important. I really don't need the structured research yet because I don't have enough money to buy the Science Academy. Right, but it's just kind of instinctual to get that done sooner than later, so I'm just going to let it go. All right, so nothing much to do here. I mean, I could, if I was really kind of crazy, I could war again soon, but I really wanted to refit my ships or, upgrade them to the newer hull and everything else. So I think I'll avoid that. So I think I'll end the episode when I hope there's more plague. If I can steal this and start this war with the Sondar guild. But normally this is kind of a quiet time while I recover from this. I definitely don't want to do it immediately and just stay in this negative cash flow forever. Because if I do, I eventually won't be able to research anything. Okay, so this is nice. Watch what's going to happen. These 2 planets are going to do a lot better than they were doing. as well as my home, right? As soon as this hits 100. So we're at 66,000 roughly income from my home. Let's see what happens. 67,000. As soon as I get this tech, 62,000, 63,000. Okay, just jumped to 78, right? That was amazing, actually. So that's why it's so nice to upgrade the suitability, particularly for the ones you have a lot of. So this guy became profitable final. So I'm going to do one thing if I have the money, which I don't. I was going to build the Planetary Administration Center. I can't. I should have snuck that in. Okay. This is an event. I'm going to pay the 50. I don't have it, but it's okay. You can pay in debt, right? It'll get out of debt fast enough. Okay. So I guess we're going to explore this planet. Hopefully something cool will come from that. I don't remember that particular. Oh, okay. So I don't like to take offensive technology because it often picks on, like I'm in missiles and torpedoes right now. So it's going to pick something like beam weapon or something random. But often I can use the defensive technology. So that's what I'm going to pick. Yeah, good. I got deep space damage control and basic countermeasures, both good things. Okay, great. Okay. I don't know where that was, up there somewhere. So I've been doing some testing too with electronic countermeasures, and I've not been able to get them to make a big difference in at least testing them with missiles to make missiles hit less often. I still get an 89% hit rate on them. So right now I'm not totally sold on ECM in case it's broken or something's wrong with it. I'm not sure. It may not be. And I hate to say that when I don't have enough proof, but so far my testing has not been good. And so, I'm at least not interested in spending a lot of time on it. That's why you probably see I didn't research it much. Okay. Okay. So this is important. Let's see, it's way up here, right? And there's a debris of military ships. So these are either really good ships or we can steal the technology by scrapping them. So I definitely want to spend some time looking here to see if anybody else is here. Yeah, okay. And it looks like this is not me. Who is that? Yep, it's not me. So I'll actually go ahead sometimes and take a pot shot at these guys with a ship and then and just one shot. Yeah, in fact, it's the only ship. I wonder how far done he is. It doesn't say. Anyway, so I'm going to grab one ship. Somebody that's not in the fleet. Okay. This guy is a frigate. He's not that strong. No, I don't need strong, but yeah, I'll bring my destroyer. Well, they're too slow. So they're too slow. Okay. I don't want that either. Yeah. All right. We'll bring this guy. Okay. So we're going to bring him here. I don't know where he's low on fuel. So let me hit refuel really quick. And then I'm going to bring a constructor here and I'm going to manually try to steal this battleship from underneath this guy's. Oh, wow. I'll have to check that out soon. There he is. He's fully fueled. So I'm going to move him here. And I'm going to grab a constructor that hopefully is fully fueled and sitting around not doing anything like this guy. Good. Beautiful. I'm going to move him here too. Okay. And yeah, there they go. So when they get there, I'm going to take like a quick shot on that guy. It'll bring down my diplomacy level with that whoever that player is. I think it's these guys. But it's worth it, right? If I can get the battleship. And as long as I take one shot and don't destroy the ship, I think it'll recover fast enough so they don't attack me. And then I can kind of cheat that guy out of a battleship. Okay, it's still not recovering. Look at this. It's taking a long time. Now this one's going to make this planet a little less. I only have one planet. See, it's suitability is 14, so that'll bring it up to, I think it's 4. No, maybe it's 3 to 17. I think it's 17. But anyway, that'll stop a little bit of bleeding there. The other thing, I don't have any money left, but the other thing I was going to do is go back and pick a higher level of the culture of the races to speed up the assimilation. But it's too late. I'm out of money. So this will be a little better than negative 2,300 as soon as that goes through. Okay. So it went through and now it's at 18, right? So it's a little better. Yeah, it dropped a lot. Okay. Oh, wow, we got a critical breakthrough. Oh, and long-range sensors doesn't matter. They were almost done anyway. So this is important, right? Because now, okay. I always say we will help you because it doesn't matter if you don't. But if you do, they'll send you their ships, right? All right. So if you look right now, this button here says long-range scanners off and on. You'll see, I don't know when there's an enemy fleet coming this way. Why is there a line there? Does he have a colony there? I bet he does. Or an outpost, maybe. But I can't see the fleets coming, right? But with long-range scanners, I can. And it'll take a little while to upgrade them in our bases. But, okay. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't done it yet. But when they do, and I click this, I'll see like a white area about each long-range scanner so I can see if there's overlapping coverage that I'll know, get a lot of advanced warning when an enemy fleet is heading towards me, which is pretty critical. Pretty critical. Okay, still bleeding out here. My research, oh, there's one I can't get to. Oh yeah. But look, I'm already up to 707. That's a big, huge plus from before. Even though I know it's only 550 actual, but still, we're doing pretty good. Once this numbers recover, and they will recover, it'll take longer than I thought, then this will go up to 708, and we'll really be having a nice tech output. And you can see by doing that latest research, these guys are close to being habitable, but not quite. See how far ahead of they are. I'm a little bit ahead of them. Okay, great. Wow, they must have lost something because they're down to 4th place suddenly. I wonder if somebody's taking them. Oh yeah, it looks like this red guy is attacking them. The Commerce Collective. Is that who's moving? Yeah, he's in 1st. Wow. Okay. So maybe I'll change my mind, although this would be a great time to take this because he's got his hands full. The problem is he's got ships here. I don't really like that. And I want to really get my new technology and upgrade my ships. So I think I'm going to wait. But if this guy starts getting too far into their territory, I might attack this. Now he's got a lot of ships there. Yeah. Not sure I could do it at this point. I really want to get the next tier of frigates. So I think we'll do that in the next episode as we'll take this place and see what's going on. But it looks like they're losing badly to this Commerce Collective. Oh, there's a pirate I don't have a relationship with. That's interesting. Nope. Oh. Where is that? Oh, up there. Big deal. Now, remember, there are hive ships, I believe, here, right, in nearby places. Oh, that's another thing I want to do, too. I can't right now, right? But I want to quickly research. If you look here for colors, right, purple is ionic storm. So this one's purple, this one's purple. And there's one here purple. And I want to get these early. There's a lot of goodies in these places, but I really need to research this ion shield technology, which is way up here by ion weapons. Ion weapons are cool, right? They can knock your shields out for 30 seconds or 15 seconds sometimes and leave you really, by the way, I'm just going to click that for fun. I will eventually need that. Where do they put ion weapons? Hold on. Up here. Yeah, up here. Yeah, okay, good. That's already researched. So I need to research this and most importantly this, right? No, sorry, this one. The electromagnetic defenses. So this ion shield makes it, first of all, unless all my ships will build it automatically. I don't know whether next time I do a refit or make a new model. But also my other ships will get this too, including my exploration ships. And so they'll be able to go in there and explore important things that we find in there, like my home system of Sol might be there, for example, or more like derelict ships that are abandoned that we can fix up. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot all about that. Now, if I can remember where it was, but I think I know it's one of my constructors that's on manual. Here he is. Yeah, so they probably both arrived. Let's see. Yep, they're both here. Okay. So remember what I said I was going to do. I just want to take one quick shot on this guy. I don't want to destroy him. so I don't overly make them angry. Why am I under? Oh, that's the battleship. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. There's my ship, right? Oh, he's got one here too. Yep. Okay, so he's 175 and I'm 108. So this is not gonna work. Smart move. Okay, so I really got to bring at least. So let's make a new fleet out of this guy. Let's call this second fleet. Okay, and I better bring some more ships over. Wow, good. That was a smart move on his part. So let's take these frigates. They're pretty strong. Yeah, 168. Okay, let's grab a bunch of these guys. So let's see if I can grab 4 or 5. Yeah, I'll grab 5 of them maybe. Should be enough. And I'm going to join these to second fleet. And they should just automatically come here. Although I really want to make sure they're fueled up, which they're not. So let me override there. So they'll all fuel first, then they'll attempt to join the lead ship here. Okay. Oh, wait. Right, they're in second fleet now. Hold on. I moved them a little too early. Okay. Oh, they're all... Well, they've got decent fuel. Huh. All right, I'm going to build a... Oh, I can't. I have no money. Oh, that's bad. All right. I'm going to still tell these guys to refuel before they go there. Okay, so they're going to refuel, and then as soon as they're refueled, I'm going to just tell them again to come over here, and then we'll take 2 of these ships on. Again, I don't want to destroy them. I just want to make them run. I want to make this guy run and then do the repairs myself. Hopefully that won't be too late. Oh, so we've got some hive, but it's just a, oh no, it's a frigate. I wonder where that is. Hold on. Okay, why do I have a frigate here? Oh, here? Did I misread that? Yeah, I misread that. Okay, so now he's got a heavy escort. Right, and the constructor. So where was that hive attack? Here, show me. Where's Fair Shadow? Huh. There he is. Oh, he's getting mauled. Okay, is that the actual carrier? I can't tell. No, that's my ship. Sorry, right. Where was he that he was getting attacked? Oh, here? Oh, I wasn't quite prepared for that. All right, I should be able to see target dangerous locations, right? Oh, I never cleared that asteroid. I forgot about that. There he is. Yeah, right? Yeah, there's a hive ship right there. Okay, what a pain in the neck. So, let's have first fleet quickly take out this pirate base here. I know a lot of you like me to capture it, but actually maybe I don't know that I could. No, I don't think I can. I don't have time. So we're going to wipe this place out. And as soon as it's wiped out, I'm going to go try to at least handle that hive ship if it really is in my system, which it seems to be. This will be a quick battle. Yeah, okay, good. So now hopefully I'll find something decent in here. And then I don't know why it's not showing up as a threat. But, oh, he says up there now? Huh. All right, I'm going to leave. Until they attack something else, I'm just going to leave them. So did I see any other attacks here? Nope. So I'll just leave first fleet there. I should put them on auto defense, right? So they can just... Yeah, maybe I will do that. Let's upgrade them. Not upgrade them, repair them. All right, we'll see. We'll see if we get attacked again. That was weird. I wasn't expecting that. All right, back to right where I was working before. We're trying to get that battleship. So maybe, I don't think my other ships have arrived yet, but... So look at our cash flow. Not too bad. We're going to get there. All right, let's go back here. Do we have any reinforcements? No, not yet. So you can't see what percent done he is. Oh yeah, you can kind of see all the components that are still destroyed. Yeah, it's gonna. We've got some time. Let's hope some more ships arrive here soon. Yeah, maybe it'll be a while. Okay, we can use. Oh, so for money, right? A couple of tricks with money. We should talk about that, and then I think I'll pause. So if I talk to each of these guys, right? I can sell them stuff if they have money. They don't. I don't think they have any money because there's nothing here to offer. That's the problem. A lot of times. These guys might have money. Let's see. Yeah, there's that colony. Remember I said I think they have a colony? Wow, it's a big colony. Well, that'll be the first place I take then, I guess. But then other than grabbing the colony, if I sold all these things, I don't really want to do it that way. I'm just trying to make some quick money here. Let's see if these guys have any money. No, nothing significant. Wow. Nope. He's got less than 2,000, right? That's not going to help. Nope. Okay. So there's no money to be made. Oh, wow. I can't believe they're all poor. That's interesting. Maybe because of the size of the galaxy I picked here. Okay, so I think we're at a good place to stop. So I didn't really, the main thing I did is I'm just about to recover financially, right? And the first thing I want to do when I recover financially is start putting on these planets that I don't have them on. Not here, sorry, here. These things, right? Planetary administration centers. And I want to put the science building, which I must research it. So that I want to build the science building. All these things I want to do as soon as my money becomes positive. Yep, sure. So it's just about there. There we go. Okay. By the way, this is a weird thing in the game, right? So if I pause the game right now, let's say that I have 5,000. Oh, there it goes. Let's get it to there. I paused at 8,500. If you just pause the game, the money keeps calculating, which is fine if it's going up, but sometimes it goes down. So you pause the game, you want to do some, build a building or something, or upgrade a building, and suddenly, right, this just drops to 0 or a negative, and you're like, I can't build it. It's crazy. I got lucky this time it went up, and not that there's anything I want to build right this second. Well, that's not true. So let's go to my new colonies and see this. So this guy, right? This guy has no planetary administration center. It's going to make a huge difference there. So let me do that. Okay, and then of course I'm back down to 1,500. So let's let it run for a second. Okay. Anyway, so this is a good turning point because I'm going to get some new techs. I'm going to update my ships to be a little more dangerous. I should have kept building more troops, but I couldn't have done that either when I was out of money. So let's build a few more troops. Okay, at least I built 2. Right, but I'll now be able to do all these things, get my fleet upgraded pretty dramatically, bring over this first assault, pick up some more troops, and then the first thing we'll do is take this place here, I don't know the name of it, from these guys, and then we'll take this one. And if they're at war with the red, they'll be way too busy to do major attacks on me, and I'll scoop this up. I would even consider taking their home if these guys are in the middle of trying to do that, and I can kind of take it from out with under them like I did here. That would be great. So those are 2 goals for episode 4, is to take out these purple guys, take out the western wing of these purple guys, maybe grab all this territory, and hopefully there's some research in there. And of course, recover. I'm already recovered, as you can see. I'm already at 7,700 positive, so my research is almost perfect. So I think we're in a good place. We're a much better place than we were in episode 2, in the beginning of episode 2. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. It helps me out. Allows me to keep doing this. And I'll see you guys in episode 4. Thanks for watching.